Hi, and welcome to Purposeful Woman. Today we have Alice Santos. Alice is a young, ambitious, and motivated woman passionate about living her life to the highest level. And at the age of 20 years, she started a social media marketing agency that helps business owners get more clients and scale their businesses and get more exposure. Besides that, she's also a model and influencer with her own blog about health and wellness, which inspires more people to take their lives to the highest level. Hi, and welcome, Alice.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much for coming over. As always, I would love to start from you sharing your story, like how it's so amazing. At 20 years old, you started already social media marketing. How did you got into it?
Yeah, sure. So I'm originally from Portugal and I was actually in college studying pharmacy. And I thought it would be that I wanted to do for my life because I always wanted to have my own business about health and wellness, like supplements or something skincare that I'm really passionate about. But then I completely changed because I was hating what I was doing, and I completely changed the course of my life. I moved out. I started living in London. I moved to London studying business, and I was in love with it. I completely found what I was most passionate about and was not actually the technical part of pharmacy, but actually building the business and understand that. And so in the middle of the pandemic, during COVID, I just started my own business. All the knowledge that I was receiving from and my experience from living outside of the country and studying business in London. And yeah, I started helping business owners that were struggling with getting clients during the COVID and pandemic. And yeah, I was really passionate about that. And besides that, I was growing a lot on Instagram and start to have more influence on people's lives. So that is really what motivates me. And yeah, since then I have been growing my business and helping mainly business owners from the health and wellness space, yoga studios, Pilates studios. And yeah, it has been a long journey, an excited one, and I'm really excited about my life right now.
No, that's it's so amazing. I mean, how much do you hear in the COVID? Like people are so excited about their life right now. I love that, and that truly shows that you do what you love to do. And well, my next question will be, what do you wish you could done differently? You have your business. I don't know how old are you right now, for how many years, and if you imagine just like going back at start where you started, like what would you done differently? What would you tell yourself?
Yeah, that is a good question. And actually, it's quite recent. As I said, I started my business in the middle of the pandemic, so it was last year. But I already have some ideas of what I could be done differently. So probably I will believe more in myself and not trying to like doing everything by myself and start researching for more other people that already have the experience that I wanted to have basically. And once I start doing that, my business scaled much more faster. I was surrounded by the right people, the people that really wanted to help me and support me along my journey. So yeah, I would say that.
That is great. I feel like it's always good to build the right support team so you can move forward faster. As you know, with more people, we're going fast, we're going further than rather than faster by ourselves. So, what is the number one advice you can give to our audience on social media? Like, what would you suggest? How what to do and what like number one thing not to do?
Okay, so the number one thing that anyone like not to do, like you said, I would say that is trying to be like someone else, like everyone else, like trying to copy what other people are doing. So basically, my big turnover and when I scale a lot was when I started doing something completely different, and actually starts on TikTok during the pandemic as well, like doing more comedy things and more like things to make people laugh, enjoy what they were saying. Basically, during the pandemic, everyone was like depressed, and they were craving more the like love and happy things and things that were like funny. So that also helped me grow as the same time that I have like that I was sharing my healthy lifestyle and how happy I was living during the pandemic, because actually the pandemic was a thing that was really good for me. Besides I had to come back to Portugal and not continue my studies in London like I would love to, was great for me because I scale a lot more on social media. I scale my business, I built my business and I scale my business, and I was connecting with a lot of people around the world through Zoom, something that a lot of people were not using. And then this allows us to like make connections and around the world, literally so many people around the world, like Canada, US.
All right. So I definitely love the power of Zoom power. Even though I'm a little bit tired of the Zoom and everything, it's like ready to get out and things are starting opening back here US. Absolutely. So tell us how our audience can find you and what do you have for us today?
Yeah, sure. So you can find me and connect with me on Instagram at Alice Santos 0204. So that is where I'm more active all the time. So if you want to connect, it's definitely there. You also have my blog on my bio if you are more interested in a health and wellness approach. I share a lot of my favorite recipes. And aside that, if you are more interested in a marketing side of my business, I also have a website for that. You can also connect with me there, but just send me a message on Instagram and I will happy to connect with you.
Awesome. Well, totally send Alice a message and she will help you with your social media, and you can totally grab some health advices and recipes if you are health nerds like us. All right. Thank you so much, Alice, for coming over, and it was a pleasure to have you today, and I hope our audience enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
And if you're watching or listening to this episode, all the links will be linked in the show notes. So go there and definitely grab everything that we talked about over there. And as always, if you want to stay in the community and get updates from me, then send a message to +1 401 399 4105. Bye for now.